Welcome to the Afterspin, opinions from thought leaders in our state. I want to ask Cash Michaels and Phil Kirk. A Raleigh Middle School is dropping the A through F grading system for this next year because they say it doesn't provide enough information about how students are doing and could actually discourage students who have low grades. Now, in their place, the teachers are going to check off whether a student is progressing, meeting or exceeding expectations in each subject. And some say that we're more worried about the child's ego than in giving traditional assessments, and that the new system doesn't really provide any more information. Phil Kirk, you were chairman of the State Board of Education.
Aren't you ever going to forget that?
I am not. You know more about education probably than most anyone. Well, tell us what your reaction was to this.
I had several, believe it or not. When I read the article, I thought it was just another example of dumbing down our expectations. And by that, I mean this is the same school system that did away with the valedictorians and salutatorians, neither of which I ever achieved, obviously. But then I came to the conclusion that actually what they want to do isn't that bad if they add it to the A, B, C, D and as additional information. I'm glad they're only going to do it at one school. We'll see how it works. But I can imagine as being a grandfather with 9 grandchildren of saying to my grandchildren, how many A's and B's did you make? And they go through this discussion, which they won't understand and which I won't understand.
I meant expectations in 5 subjects.
Right. And so what does that mean? Yeah. What were the expectations are generally too low, in my opinion. So we'll see. I'm glad they decided to limit it to one school.
Cash Michaels, your reaction?
You know, we come up during a period where, A through F is what we understand. And it has
we had actually numbers.
Yeah. And if you got a 70, then you were pretty much a failure. If you got a 65, you were in deep trouble. If you got 95, you were doing well, et cetera, et cetera. The fact that this one middle school says, well, you know what? Our observation is our young people, our students respond to this better. Let's see how it plays out. I don't have a problem with that as long as they are producing good students. And that's really
how are we going to know?
But that's the whole point. We will know at a certain point in time. But they got to start it somewhere. We're jumping on top of this without seeing any kind of results. We're in the laboratory. Somebody says, let's mix these 2 chemicals, and we're jumping on them before they even do it. Let's find out what happens. Maybe the young people that they are dealing with at this middle school, and I did not read the article, maybe their determination is our kids respond to this. Our kids come back more enthusiastic about learning because when we do this, as opposed to just an A or a B, that means nothing to them. What does mean something to them is something that tells them how close they're getting to the mark. Let's give it a chance.
Half our audience is going to go study mixing chemicals together, and the other half is going to read the article. And we thank you for watching the Afterspin. We'll have more video all during the week on ncspin.com.